Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Arlene Diamco, integrated physician, pediatrician, and cranial osteopath, and welcome to the MultiDimensional MD live stream. Today, for the first time ever, I am feeling called to do a poetry reading because words are powerful. And so I'm going to be reading healing poetry. And this is somewhat vulnerable because I created a lot of the poems, but I still felt the call to share them with you because I thought it would be helpful for you to see how you can create and you can share and we can spread more love and joy in the world. And the thing about words is that they can be healing vibrations. They are powerful. How we say them, what we feel when we say them, and what our purpose and intention are when we say them. So, words have the power to lift us up or tear us down. And then, similarly, for our health, our own voice can be used to improve or worsen our health. The cells of our body are always listening to us. They love the sound of our own voices and they love the vibration of your essence. So, in fact, the cells in your body will be responding to you. And and this goes along with my mission to help bring the intuitive aspects of health, including the mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of health, back to medicine in practical, tangible ways. So this is in a way helping bring what is feels elusive or more ethereal to some sort of practicality that is helpful for you. And the first poem that I'm going to read is actually the opening poem to my new book, I Am Intuitive, a multidimensional guide to embrace your inner light. And I've never read it out loud in public before, so it's such a treat for me to be able to share it with you. The book will be released sometime this spring, so it's getting closer and closer every day. And and again, I am not a trained and practiced poet. I am sharing with you from meditating and sitting in my stillness and sitting with my essence so that you might have the courage to share more of your light and love because the world so needs that now. So enjoy this brief on words are powerful healing poetry. So listen to my voice as I read each poem. This first one again is the opening poem for my new book, I Am Intuitive. And I sat and I got really still when I wrote this. And it just seemed to flow out of me in moments, but it means a lot to me. So hopefully it will resonate somehow with you too. Who am I? Your love, said the stillness, a unique emanation of the divine. Why do I see shadows? They are but an illusion, an eclipsing of the heart. Where is my light? Shining always within you, for you are a living rainbow, love in motion. Remember who you are. So that poem sums up a lot of my life's work and a lot of what I've included in my book, which is really a great read, I have to say. I've gone through it recently more than once, and when you create something over years, it's amazing to be able to kind of go through it and in one go and see how it's put together. And it's very accessible, it's really practical, and that really sums up what it's all about. So I hope that you'll enjoy that too. This next one is a mealtime blessing. And I created this for a talk that I did with Edgar Cayce's ARE, Association for Research and Enlightenment. And it was how to nourish yourself more with foods, how to support your nervous system and your mental health with foods. And I wrote this as a way to elevate the vibration of the foods because the foods can carry the feeling in them. It's just how we talk about how water can carry messages, and different foods and fruits and vegetables actually have a lot of structured water into it. So they have this capacity to carry messages, and really anything does. So if you imbue your food with a feeling that is uplifting, that is more elevated, then you can raise the vibration of your foods and help them be more nourishing for you. So this is a mind, body, spirit approach to eating and mealtime. So this is, I just call it a mealtime blessing. And of course, feel free to use these, but feel free to vary them and make them your own as well. So they're really meant to be examples of how you can use words in a really healing way. So it starts like this. Thank you for the food before us. May it nourish us in every way, attuning our beings with the creative forces, such that our minds are attuned with the oneness, and our bodies sing in harmony with the heavens. We thank the earth, we thank the heavens, we thank all involved in the preparation of this meal. We feed ourselves and each other with love, so that we may ever be a channel of blessings. So in writing that, I use some of the language from the Edgar Cayce readings. Edgar Cayce, for those of you that don't know, was the most well-studied psychic of the 20th century, and he gave over 10,000 readings. It's a wealth of information. Many of those readings were on health-related issues, and so that's how I started to get to know Edgar Cayce and the Edgar Cayce readings, because it was he talked a lot about osteopaths, and the kind of osteopaths he described sounded like cranial osteopaths. So it was very interesting for me earlier on when I started learning more about cranial osteopathy. So that is something that you can use any mealtime. And again, feel free to change it. You don't like a part, you want it to be different, then these are just examples for you to encourage you to make them your own. This next one is from the Edgar Cayce readings, and it's a Cayce's pre-sleep suggestion for settling the nervous system. And my co-host for the parenting podcast, Creating Calm, Parenting with Mind, Body, Spirit, is Corinne Cayce. So she's a great granddaughter of Edgar Cayce. And we read this for the recent podcast that we did on settling the nervous system. And I love the way that she reads it. And it's so helpful that she did another video on it. And I found it so helpful that I wanted to actually share it again with you here today. So pre-sleep suggestions are meant to be done just before bedtime, because the veil is thin in terms of like our access to those mental, emotional, spiritual aspects of ourselves. And sometimes you could like run your hand, if you did this for a child, you could run your hand down their spine, and that just helps to kind of infuse the vibrations and the message into the nervous system. And this is such a beautiful pre-sleep suggestion. It was created for the parents of a 3-year-old girl who had had a fright when she was walking on the street. Something she saw scared her in some way. And so to help ease this nervous tension in her system, these are the lines that were given. May all manner of fear be moved entirely from this body. Quietly, peacefully, the body sleeps, knowing all is well. With the whole forces that surround this body, every condition, peace, quiet, joy, happiness. Let me read that again because it's really short. All fear and manner of fear is and will be moved entirely from this body. Quietly, peacefully, The body sleeps, knowing all is well. With the whole forces that surround this body, every condition, peace, quiet, joy, happiness. So it's great to say these out loud, but say you want to say them for one of your kids and they don't really like you to say them out loud or they feel awkward, then it's totally okay to just do it telepathically. So you could just feel and say these lines to yourself, think them with feeling. So then as you just gently have your fingers run down their spine, it will help to infuse their nervous systems with this message of peace and calm and restoration so that when they wake up, they're more likely to transition with ease, wake up with energy, and be calm and happy. And I would say that most parents that I've talked to that have used this with their kids have seen some kinds of results. So, and you can do this for yourself too. I've talked about this before, but you could take those lines and you could listen to them as they are, or you could record them for yourself and listen to that just before you go to sleep because it's so calming and restorative for your body to be able to hear yourself speak in a way that is from the stillness, from the oneness, that is a true representation of your essence. So I have just a couple more. This is just a brief podcast. The next couple I wrote for a friend, and this is for I wrote it for a friend, but I wrote it for myself too because it's for times when we're feeling down. So when I feel sad. So I'll read that for you. Sometimes sadness sweeps through, a heaviness like a fog. And I let myself cocoon inwards, 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 until I meet the flame within, a light in the darkness, faintly familiar, until I walk closer and realize it is me, not lost at all. I am here. I am within. I am light. I scoop up my light in an eternal embrace, returning home. I am truth. I am courage. I am love. I am hope. I am me. And this last one is an extension of that. It's for when I feel lost and I don't know what to do. Help me, I say to the oneness. I feel lost and I don't know what to do. I am here, says the oneness, always within you, always around you. You are never without me. I am who I am, and you are me. Do you see my light? Go into the world always with me. Guidance will be at your every step. And together, we will fill the world with love. So I hope that you enjoyed those brief poems meant to be healing poetry and that you get something out of that. And if you have gotten here and are popping in a little bit later, then you can go back. In about a week, we're going to have the timestamps in place so you can jump right to the poem that you feel could help you and listen to that as you would like to. So thanks for being here for this quick live stream. And as always, I believe in you, so I hope that you believe in you too. You can connect with me further on Instagram at All Worlds Health, on Facebook, All Worlds Health and Pediatrics. You can sign up for my e-love letters on allworldshealth.com. And I send them out once a week on Wednesday. And please like and subscribe, send a comment. And, if you have a situation, or you have a feeling or something that you would like some words to help you through, then please let me know, because it would be fun for me to write something that would speak to that, and then we could share it with everyone as well. So as we get together, we get to connect and help more people. So lots to love to all of you. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Take care.